Feeling puzzled, confused, or unsure with your home decor, wanting something more. Need a fresh eye, a brand new design. Come along with Emma, let our styles align. It's design with Emma, let's make a change. Head out of box decorator, just call on me. From apartment to house, we'll make it truly yours.
Good morning, everyone. Today is day 2 of Fallmas. Fallmas is hosted by At Home with Lisa, Lifestyle and Design with Teresa, and myself, Design with Emma. Today is day 2 of Fallmas. We will be doing 3 days of Fallmas, and on the 3rd day, we will be doing a giveaway. Now, in order to qualify for the giveaway, you must be present on day 1, which was yesterday, Wednesday, and day 2, which is today, Thursday, and we will do the giveaway on Friday, day 3, and you must be in that live in order to qualify. Now, I will be coming on each day at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, and that will be 5:30 Central Time. Lifestyle and Design with Teresa will come on at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And At Home with Lisa will come on at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay, we had that a little mixed up yesterday, but we got it together now. So what we're gonna be doing today, we're gonna be doing a pumpkin centerpiece. So here is my pumpkin. I picked this up at the Dollar Tree, and it's actually a stackable pumpkin. So I didn't want one I had to carve out. So I decided, well, what I'll do, I'll go ahead and use the stackable one because it already has the hole in it. And what I've done, I went in and put my foam in it. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna show you the items I'm gonna be working with today. I do have some hydrangeas. These are the flowers we will be working with. So I'm gonna show you those. Then I have a couple of picks here that we can use. I also have this pick, and with this pick, what I'll do the picks before my alarm went off for some reason. So this is the pick I have, and what I'll do is I'll just cut the pieces off of it. It also have like little branches on it that I may be using. So I will be cutting those off. And we have the picks here. We also have a couple of pumpkins. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna start here in the center and start filling it around, then we'll go around the edge of it. So I'm gonna put some of my longer stems up here in the top. And as I said, you can get these at the Dollar Tree, and they come in 3s. So they are actually stackable. If you want to use them on your outdoor porch, or want to use them by your fireplace, you can. But I'm going to use it a little different. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and put a few of my sticks here in the middle. should have cut these off a bit, and they wouldn't have been so hard putting in there. I think that's what we're gonna do, because they're a little too long. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm just gonna clip it. And that way it'll be a whole lot easier to go in there, as you see. Now, what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna start putting my flowers around here. And what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start with these. If I don't like them, we can always come back and take them out. But that's where we're gonna start, okay? So I'm just gonna center these, as you all can see. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go all the way around with my flowers, and then we can come back and start going back in the middle, okay? So this is what we're gonna do here. We're gonna go all the way around, as you can see what I'm doing. This is very easy. Anyone can do these. All you have to do, pick your pumpkin up from the Dollar Tree. Now they do have these in different colors. I think they had like an orange also, and maybe even a blue. But I do know they did have the orange, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and finish going around here. Now in the back, I'm gonna go with the hydrangea. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep going around the pumpkin with my flower stems, and then we'll come back and we'll start filling in the top. So let's go ahead and finish the sides of it. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna come back and work our way to the top of it. I did go ahead and heat up my glue gun a little bit so that we could glue the ones in that didn't want to stay. I had a couple that acted like they wanted to come out on me. So what we'll do is glue those in. Again, I want to thank the design family for coming along with me today on Blessmas, because as you well know, without you, I could not do this. So again, I say thank you. And if you're not a part of our family, we're gonna ask you to come along and join our family, because as you all know, we would love to have you. So I'm gonna put the hydrangeas here in the back, and then I'm gonna come and put maybe a couple of stems at the top of this, okay? Because I did run out of the other flowers, and I had 3 different flowers here, but what I want to try to do is just use the 2. Okay? So I'm gonna be filling this in, and I think it's really looking cute. And as you all can see, it is very easy to do these, and you don't even have to do any carving. You can just pick the pumpkins up and start your project. Now, you can also buy the ones at the Dollar Tree. They are made of foam, and all you have to do is like cut the foam out in the center, and you can make this same arrangement. But this is a little harder than the foam, so that's another reason I wanted to use it. It'll make a little sturdier pumpkin. So we're gonna go ahead, and we wanna get all of this covered. As you can see, I wanna cover the whole bottom of my pumpkin here, so we won't have any blank spaces. And what I'm doing, I'm just, instead of sticking that whole hydrangea in, I'm going in and pulling off of it and sticking them in that way. And I think we've got this one about full as it's gonna get here. But I wanna make sure the whole bottom of it is covered. So let's put this one in, and then we'll go back to the top and start working on the top. I'm gonna put a few more over on this end and a couple pieces up here in the top. So let's do this. I'm gonna go ahead and pull these off, and I'm gonna stick a couple in the top so we'll have a mixture here. I'm having trouble seeing the phone. Trying to let you all see it and I can't see it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna put a couple up here in the top. And then what we'll do, we'll go in and start putting in the other stems. So as you all can see, this is very quick, very easy, and you all definitely can do it. And I wanted to do something very simple for you so you could do it at home yourself without any problems. Okay. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna start going back to the top and filling in. I had to hot glue one, so I'm gonna let it stick here. I'm gonna hot glue another one over here. And you may have to hot glue some of them to make them stay. Okay, so let's go back here in the top. So what I'm gonna add now, that one still didn't stay. We're gonna put it in a couple of the picks here. think I want to make those a little longer. So we're gonna have to untwist them here on this vine. And I'm gonna add a couple more of the feather, but we're gonna cut them off again so we may be able to put them in at a different size. Okay, there we go. I think we're gonna use one more because we're gonna make it uneven, and we're gonna put that one over here on this side. Okay. So now what we'll do, we'll go ahead and put, we're gonna try to put one of our pumpkin sticks in here. These are very, well, I may even take, we may take and separate these because they are very heavy. So what we're gonna do is pour and pour, and then we have them separated, and we'll stick them in separately instead of sticking them in together. So I'm gonna have to cut the stem off of this because it's gonna be too tall. So let's start putting our pumpkins in here. And I think I purchased these at Hobby Lobby, or they may have come from Joann Fabric. Can't remember, but one or the other. And I'm sure Hobby Lobby would have them because they have just about everything. Well, the stem on this one does not want to come off. So let's just try putting this one in. Just put this one in. You want them to stick up at different levels, heights. That way, it will give it a more distinctive look. So I'm gonna try one more time to cut this one off. I don't know why it won't come off. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and get the pumpkins all put in here. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna come back with the reveal. I truly don't think I wanna use a ribbon. So I'm gonna put a few more of the sticks in here. And then what we will do, we're gonna bring this back and for the reveal. Okay. And I told you I wanted to use some of the plain sticks that are on this vine, which I do. But don't look like they want to be used. Here it comes. Here it comes. Okay, and these are just little sticks we're gonna place in and out. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll go ahead and finish putting the pumpkins around here. And then what I'll do, I'll come back and bring it for the reveal. And this is the final reveal. I think it turned out beautifully. I'll let you all go ahead and take a look at it. And beside it, I have put the other two pumpkins that come with that set. Thank you for watching. Up next will be Lifestyle and Design with Teresa, and after her will be At Home with Lisa.